When I heard about the results of Pfizer BioNTech as well as Moderna's vaccines, I was surprised. I mean, one, the vaccines had been developed in almost record time, and two, efficacy rates at this level is remarkable. You could almost see the light at the end of the COVID-19 tunnel. My name is Shahab Shonazeri, and I'm a Director of Innovation Partnerships at MaRS. I'm a reformed scientist. I did my undergrad in biochemistry, and then I did my graduate work at U of T in molecular genetics. The creation of the Pfizer, BioNTech, and Moderna vaccines were the two fastest vaccine trials in the history of science. The use of synthetic mRNA might seem like a sudden breakthrough, but mRNA research has been in development for decades. The potential applications of mRNA stretch far beyond the COVID-19 pandemic. Several Canadian ventures are at the forefront of RNA research.
Providence Therapeutics is a Canadian company. We were setting up all the manufacture for personalized cancer vaccines. We were ready to establish our engineering runs and submit a clinical trial application to Health Canada when COVID-19 hit us. So we decided to use all of these materials and know-how to make mRNA vaccines to produce a COVID-19 vaccine.
What's particularly attractive about RNA-based therapies is their applications in the future. And so when we think about the benefit of RNA is the specificity that it affords. So the future can be a precision medicine, can be one of personalized medicine.
There is already an incredible amount of data to understand what are the mutations that drive cancers. We take a sample of the tumor and we do whole exome sequencing and RNA-seq to identify differences between the tumor and the normal cells. And then we identify what are the mutations and if these mutations can be expressed in a protein such that they can be functional sequences, we'll design our vaccine.
So when we talk about mRNA vaccines, I think it's really important to indicate that this is not brand new technology. This has existed for quite some time. And in fact, mRNA vaccines have been tested out for flu, for rabies, for cytomegalovirus, as well as for Zika. One of the critical components of any RNA-based therapy are the RNA molecules themselves. There are a number of different mechanisms through which those can be synthesized. Spindle Biotechnology is actually at the forefront of the development of techniques for the synthesis of RNA.
Synthetic biology is going to change how humans interact with the planet and ourselves for the next century. So we are kind of at a tipping point of how do we address those problems? How do we make synthetic biology more efficient? mRNA technology makes vaccine research more like software development than brute force trial and errors. So scientists only need to switch out the different mRNA code for different diseases. I'm more excited about the power of the technology, how this technology is going to completely change how vaccine is developed and researched.
It's a very safe technology because everything is synthetic. There is no involvement of cells to produce it or viruses. It's simple to make, it's fast to make, and we have now the infrastructure to make it. I think that this pandemic has taught us that it's an opportunity to develop all our capacity and to come up with solutions. And it's the hope and really the desire to help people to continue developing mRNA technologies.
mRNA technology has already saved countless lives in the form of COVID-19 vaccines. Its potential to treat and even cure other illnesses is extraordinary. And Canadian innovators have the chance to lead the charge.